Champions League quarterfinals. PSV 1, VfL Wolfsburg 1. Chelsea 7, Arsenal 2. Ridge County 1. FC Barcelona 2. Manchester City 2, Valencia CF 1. Barcelona were cheating fucking bastards and didn't deserve to win, but that's PES 2016, it's fucking shite. Yeah, and I think that the PSV goal being underlined there was an away goal, so you know, perhaps it was 1-1 at their ground in the first bit, I can't remember, but it seems to suggest that PSV are going through.
This is a report on the development of your players. G Bullen is improving dramatically at the moment, exclamation mark. Body balance has increased to 75, exclamation mark. Lofted pass has increased to 74, exclamation mark. Attacking prowess has increased to 64, exclamation mark. Filterzinho's OPR has increased to 72, exclamation mark. Danilo's passing and shooting in the opposition half are a big weapon for us. It seems he's currently learning the Rabona from J. Cruz Kapov, which should add some welcome variety to his game. It's a sad fact, but a good player is bound to get fouled a lot. G. Bullen is often marked really tightly and aggressively, but he's working on making sure he's awarded a foul in those situations. It's a sad fact.
I didn't just say that.
Oh, yeah. But a good player is bound to get fouled a lot. Gabriel is often marked really tightly and aggressively, but now he's working on making sure he's awarded a foul in those situations.
Right. 6,086,880 parliaments in the kitty. There's been an update in the transfer negotiation for Overt. There's been an update in the transfer negotiation for A. Romagnoli. Thank you. Oh, no problem, look. Let's see what my scout of Pratt learned on about. So, renegotiations have been completed. The wage has been reduced by 118,620. Contract length 2 years. That's a decent deal. So that's one, you know, I can think about. Still waiting on Sint-Graven. I desperately want Sint-Graven. I was just thinking before I switched this game on to do this today, because it's going out on the same night that, you know, I'm doing this, which is Saturday. Saturday today. 'Tis was day. Yeah, so Sint-Graven, I really want Sint-Graven in the game. I really want Berardi and Sint-Graven in one of my teams. I've never had it before. And I know PES cheats a lot, but, you know, I spent money on the fucking game and I can't get my cash back. And it's like, you know, the bit inside me wants to play a good football game, which PES isn't. But, you know, Sint-Graven, never used him. So Romagnoli, this defender that I like. Renegotiations have been completed. The wage has been reduced by 144,780 parliaments. Thank you. So that's good. So we'll be giving him less than he's on. But he does get a win bonus there. And a 3-year deal. 10.8 million, which isn't too far away from his current valuation. I'd say that's a good deal as well in PES 2016. So I'd say that that's a good deal, that's a good deal, and that's a good deal. That one not so much, but Bullen's increasing now, and he's, you know, kicking on. So that's good. That might sort that problem. I've got a bid down for Embolo, just because this one kept collapsing. But obviously that's a better deal now. And I put in a bid for Keckle because I like this guy a lot. I mean, really, I do. He's a good player, this guy. He's a really good player, and he's still only 22. man. He can progress really well. He can be really good in the game. I'd advise getting him sooner than I bothered. He's obviously a fake player, playing for a fake team, but he's got a lot of good stats, and when he progresses, he'll be excellent. Best left back in the game, I reckon. Cheap as chips. Wage cheap, transfer cheap, and a lot of progression you can get from him. One to get early and keep. Right. So Seoul City next, looking at that. Let's have a look at the schedule. So we've got Seoul City in the league. We've got another league match, another league match, another league match, and a PU Cup final. Because obviously our European adventure has been ended because of the cheating in PES. Because they cheated. Barcelona cheated. 5 stars across the board. Does it need to cheat for them? You know, if stats on teamwork and individual players are utilised properly in a football game, did it need to cheat? No, it didn't. But stats in teamwork and individual players are not utilised properly in PES. That's why it cheated. Because that's used instead. In this situation, they can stamp on your player, not give away a free kick, not get yellow carded or red carded. Oh look, they've hoofed it down the pitch and Messi scored. In this situation, Paul Pogba has not touched Requena, but the game programme says that Requena's supposed to go away from it. So look, there's Requena going away from the football. You can't control him toward the ball now. Oh look, Paul Pogba's passed the ball. Oh look, they've scored. Would anybody from Konami like to comment about the 2 matches for Barcelona and to have a look at how they scored their goals? And would you like to comment about team stats, about player stats on Barcelona and my team? Would they like to comment and tell me why it needed to cheat? Would the reviewers who played this game like to comment on my video and tell me why they scored it 9 and 9.5 out of 10 and why they wrote what they did about it in the basis of the facts that I've shown? And you can't fiddle with facts. Would you like to comment? Would perhaps PlayStation Access and Nathan Dittam like to come and comment? Because I'm a player for the players. Would you like to comment and tell me why you didn't ask poignant questions to Adam Batty when you had the chance on our behalf? Because we feel like we've been conned by the games industry, by the companies, the publishers, the game makers, because they produce this piece of shit, and the people who tell us that PES is brilliant. And your channel does that. Why didn't you ask about PES 2016 and what it factually plays like, as I factually shown on my channel? And you can't fiddle with facts. Why didn't you do that? Are you for us? Are you really for us? Right, here are the player records on Seoul City showing the movers and the shakers in their team. Left back M. Noguera with 1 assist and a rating of 6.1. A. Escoda with 2 goals and 2 assists with a rating of 5.8. Armel with 4 goals and a rating of 6. E. Cavalcanti with 6 goals and 2 assists. And L. Ferronetti with 7 goals. B. Gover with 8 goals. A. Nunez with 2 assists. J. Macefield. Thought it was going to be Jane Mansfield then. But blooming it, that's going back a bit, isn't it? With 1 goal. Ixelhoven with 3 goals. M. Arca with 3 goals and 2 assists. R. Valverde with 1 assist. M. Badra Aldin with 1 goal and 1 assist. D. Chumak with 2 assists. A. Sampaio with 1 assist. And they stand 15th in the table with 10 wins, 10 draws, 13 losses, scoring 33 goals and having conceded 36 with a goal difference of -4. And for our game plan, 97 teamwork with what's on the graphic for my team, 89 teamwork with what's on the graphic for theirs, but we all know that counts for fuck all in PES. Sierra's really up for the game, so he looks like starting. I'll have to move Gosling. I'll do that now. I'll move Gosling back into his position right up at the top. I do like my team to be orderly on the game plan. Everything in its proper place. Right. Actually, that's not the proper place, is it? It's supposed to go right there. Okay, so yeah, Gosling will probably come in on the bench, I would imagine. Sever had a full rest, didn't he? So Renteria will be able to captain the team. Whee! Not really bad form in the squad. Only Mackenzie with a slight blue, and I've got enough centre backs to, to play in the team and whatnot. It looks like Cannon will play. So, full strength squad pretty much. So we should win that match, but you know what PES is like. It's just a broken, cheating mess, and you never know what you're going to get, do you? You never know what's going to come out. Probably a 65th minute piece of shit again. Right, so yeah, fed up of going out to Barcelona via cheating. Fed up of the cheating in this game. Going to keep showing it. Going to keep on trucking. If we can change anything, people, if we can get any kind of movement that players should have, we should have somewhere to go to say this is wrong. These reviewers got it wrong. This game is broken. I'm not talking about subjective differences in games. I'm talking about facts. I'm talking about, no, this is broken. It shouldn't be out. Players are being conned here. And especially if you factor in the My Club, and but essentially it's gambling. It's gambling. And it's like the one-armed bandit, isn't it? Where, I almost got it at the time. I'll have another go. Well, if you're paying real cash and the game's cheating, you might think your team's not good enough and you've got to spend more money, might you? Do you know what I'm saying? I shall see you for the Seoul City game. Take care.